Hello? Sorry. I think I muted myself again. Okay, well, you guys probably missed everything I just said. Okay, Satan, can you tell me if the sound is okay? Hello, Eileen. Hello, Kara. Hello, Tina. Hello, Logic. Hello, Lindsay. Hey, everybody. Hi, Eileen. would Foodie fit in a rabbit hole? No, she would not. Okay, you guys, I found a new rabbit hole to go down, but I would say like language warning because this person doesn't hold back. So I was minding my own business on Twitter, doing what I do, nosing around, and somebody retweeted, I don't know, like a minute clip of this story. And I got really, really into it. So it's over on TikTok, and I happened to put about 7 parts together. So if you guys like it, it's like Who the F Did I Marry, but it's crazier, and like it gets spicy right away. Like there's no waiting, it just like you jump right into it. You jump right into it. So it's pretty good, but language warning because this person doesn't like watch it, their mouth at all, which I kind of love. Hello, ain't she sweet? Hello, hello. So, Foodie, in case you missed it, uploaded a vlog earlier. It was really embarrassing. I don't know how else to describe it other than it was really, really embarrassing. I don't know. She looked like a giant toddler walking around with this little microphone. She was supposed to go shopping, but like the clothes that she was passing by in the beginning, there's no way in hell she could have fit in any of that. So that happened. And then she ate, but then people on Twitter were like doing all this detective work. I don't know. And they found out that she was using slimming filters, so we could go to that. I don't know. It was just embarrassing. That's the best way I could describe it. You truly knew that she only went out because she got promised food. Like, you're ready for it? It's called, okay, so the hashtag for it, in case you guys want to look it up, the rabbit hole we're going to go down, I think it's hashtag imperfectly aesthetic. And like I said, it jumps right in. It jumps right in, and I already like I didn't listen to everything. I would start screen recording it and then walk away because I wanted to be surprised with you guys. But like right off the bat, like I said, it gets spicy right away. Like right away. You think she's on a visa run pre-recorded? Probably, Tara. Hi, by the way. In her defense, I only go out when I'm promised food. But are you 850 pounds? That is my question to you. Hello, Marion. Good to see you. Is the filter she uses makes her hands... Okay, let me go to Twitter really fast. Okay, but can you guys tell me, is the sound okay? Because the last stream I did, I'm on my new laptop. I love it, by the way. It is so exciting having this, and I really didn't realize how much I was slumming it before. Like, this feels like such a treat, and I'm super excited to like stream and just talk about anything just so I could use it. It's fancy. I mean it's fancy to me. I'm sure there's much more expensive laptops out there like, but this was like a huge step up for me, and like right now I think it's like the fanciest thing I have. So I'm excited for it. The sound is good. Okay, awesome. Thank you, ain't she sweet? Oh my gosh, we got a hailstorm today. It was so wild. Everybody like came outside their houses. It was kind of cute, and like the kids were going outside. It looked like it was snowing in California. I clipped little pieces together at the end of this rabbit hole we're going to eventually go down so you guys can see it, because this truly never happens. Like, my lawn was covered, everything was white. Like the street was white, the rooftops were white, my lawn was white. It was pretty cool to see. The filter makes them look less like oven mitts. I love it how you say my name. I probably say it wrong. I say everybody's names wrong, I think. But just take that as like a compliment. Just say I say everybody's names wrong at some point. It looked crazy. Yeah, it did. I was sending clips to Satan and a few other people. It's so cold tonight. It is so cold. I feel like it's in the 40s. Hold on. I could probably just look on my phone and tell you. It feels like it's in the 20s, but I'm going to go with the 40s. It's just really cold. Hold on. I'm pulling up my weather app. It is 47 right now, and that is cold. I have my heating blanket on. Um, But yeah, anyways, I'm excited to stream with you guys. Let's check out some foodie stuff just to like get a few more minutes in before we get to the cursing. Halfway through the worst movie ever. Happy we'll have a live to listen to. What movie are you watching? How is it colder in California than Connecticut? It's wild. Our weather is crazy. Like the other day it was hot, then it was storming, and then this happens. It's like I don't know, but I'll take it. Today's weather was really fun. And the thunder and lightning was wild too. The booms, I'm telling you, I haven't heard them that loud in forever. It was wild, but it was fun. It was interesting. You'll swap me? Sounds good. It's in the 50s here and it's pretty nice. The one thing though, I noticed after the hailstorm, like it feels really like nice and fresh outside. I don't know how to describe it, but it feels really nice out. Windy here. Hey Jack! Oh my gosh, I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. How the heck are you? We're going to talk about some foodie stuff and then we're going down a rabbit hole and I'm kind of excited for it. I'm kind of excited. So is this big enough or there we go. Is that better, you guys? It's cold in Phoenix. What's your temperature right now? What is the temperature there? All right, let's get to this foodie stuff or I'm going to keep yapping away about everything else. So Beautiful Regret, who is in our chat often, hello if you're listening right now, said, I wonder if Salah told her before they got out of the car, you're going to eat like a normal person. I'm never taking you out to eat again. Yeah, I mean, the way she was eating today wasn't as, like, disgusting as normal, but it was still wild. If you missed it, she literally plopped her gut on the table. And I'm still not even sure how she fit this far into it. But if you notice, the other half of her is hanging off. Um, I don't know, like, the vlog wasn't exciting. Nothing major happened. It was just like my jaw hurt from cringing. I was just so embarrassed for her. That's the best way I can describe it. Oh, and she says that she met a fan. By the way, people were thinking that this vlog is old and that she's on a visa run, and so she just put this out to like throw us off. I could buy into that. Let's see, Beautiful Regret also said, girl, how big is your neck that none of the silver chains didn't fit you? Or was it you or your husband couldn't afford it? I picked the second one. Yeah, she said she was going to go shopping for a chain, but she couldn't find any that fit. And again, I was embarrassed for her. Did she sit on two chairs? I think so. I don't know. Maybe we'll see a clip of it and we can confirm. But I still don't know how she fit as far in as she did, other than she had to pick up her whole stomach and set it onto the table. I don't know. If you saw it, the whole thing, the whole thing was embarrassing. The whole entire thing. The whole entire thing. Thank you, Satan. She's a lying liar who lies. Meta fan. I know. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I have a bunch of tabs open, so I just confused myself. Gamer Girl said, I don't believe she got recognized by a fan. There's no one there. Yeah, there was like two people and like the employees. So I don't know who recognized her other than the person at the Italian food place that they ate at that served Chinese food. Maybe they recognize her because she goes there just to eat. I don't know, but who recognized her? It was deserted. Let's see. Beezer Moment shared something about Amberlyn Reed. I don't know if you guys still follow her. I don't, but I retweet things in case you guys care. So somebody left a comment in Jordy's comment section with a weight loss theory that says, here's my theory that no one asked for. She knows how the community does their research and find things out about this girl child. I feel like she gave out just enough information that the community could find out where her surgeon worked. She was actually banking on them finding this out so she could use it as an excuse if she did end up getting denied weight loss surgery. So she could say, oh, my surgeon was doxxed, that's why I'm not getting this surgery. God forbid it wasn't anything that she did or didn't do that got her the denial. So I thought that was interesting. The whole thing is wild. She keeps saying that the surgeon was doxxed, but like she showed the surgeon's information before on her stream, so I don't know. I think she just likes to be a victim, so we're just going to be stuck with this for a while. Her surgeon was doxxed. I feel bad for me, so I'm going to go eat some more. That's kind of what I picture is going down. Lauren said, I just realized that she doesn't get it that if she's on a tourist visa, then they can't be legally married. She might not be lying to us, but just dumb enough to believe whatever poop boy told her. I just love these little nicknames. Hey, Jamie. Hello, Leslie. Sorry I missed you guys. Hello, hello. She needs a dog collar or like a tire chain. You know the chains that go around tires? I think that would fit her big old neck. She used to put her stomach on the kitchen counter too with the dishes. I remember that. Oh my gosh, she used to wear those like plaid booty shorts. I don't know, that was the best way I could describe them because they like didn't cover anything. But she would wear like those beaten up plaid booty shorts and do the dishes, and she would lift her stomach all the way up and put it on the counter next to her where she was doing the dishes. Hey, beautiful regret. I just read some of your tweets. Hello, Gonzo. I just said earlier I couldn't go out with her. I like no amount of money in the world would be worth me being seen with Foodie Beauty. Like, I don't know. I don't like her at all. At all. But for a second today, I felt bad for her watching her just wobble around and waddle throughout the mall. Like, oh my gosh. And these angles, there were certain angles he was filming, and I'm like, he hates you. Like, he absolutely hates you. Must have been a nice rest. Yeah, I don't know how the counter held all it up, but it did. It did. I also don't know how that gaming chair carried her around the kitchen, but that thing was a trooper. Okay, so I don't know where this was posted at, but I remember I retweeted it for a reason. So this was shared somewhere out there on the internet. Is it Reddit? Is it Kiwi Farms? I have no idea. But this was posted somewhere out there. It says, profiting off of Ramadan with another video. I'm sure this one contains footage of her cooking for others, engaging in Islamic studies, sharing food and charity with her community, donations, prayers, modesty, and restraint during this most holy of months. Constant self-evaluation and improvement of yourself is fundamental to spiritual growth during Ramadan, and of course, strengthening familial and community ties. And then they said, I guess another way to celebrate is to go to a Western looking mall in tight clothing and makeup, look for jewelry to buy yourself, and gorge on huge portions of fried Chinese food and soda. Bonus points from Allah for eating in public with your stomachs on the table. Stomachs. She truly has multiple stomachs. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. She waddled better today. She did. She did waddle better. She did. Hey, OC, it weirds me out how natural it is for her to prop her stomach on things. I know. I know. And I'm just picturing the sound effects in my head. I don't know. It's late. I'm delirious. I'm tired. But Mandy, hey, you have two stomachs. Foodie has like 8. Foodie has more stomachs than a lot of us combined. What is this? Raleigh said if she thinks she can win Natter back like this. And Salt and Sass said, still prettier than 90% of YouTube. Her words, not mine, lurkers. Oh gosh. Here she is in all her glory. Yikes. Look at her skin. Oh, her face. Can you guys see that? Well, obviously you can, but why is one side of her face purple? Jeez. Oh my gosh. Well, that was terrifying. I don't ever want to zoom in on Foodie Beauty again. Especially with this better laptop. Like, I could see all the things I couldn't see before. I could see all the things. She has CPAP marks on her face while she's shoving food in. It's very attractive, isn't it? Really attractive. With her size, she makes up 90% of girl world. She does. She has broken out a lot. Well, she's not very clean, for one thing. Like, it's important to wash your face and shower, you know. She doesn't worry about those silly little things. This person posted Foodie's stomach and said, let us not forget that under all that is a hernia. Or an alien. Oh, jeez. Why do I know... Now that I know how to zoom, this is going to be really bad for everybody else out there. That is horrific. I don't want to look at this anymore. Goodbye, Foodie's hernia. How many, like, if you had to count, how many things would you guess is wrong with Foodie? I could think of like 10 maybe. Her dirty ass CPAP mask is giving her a yeast infection. You know what? Somebody was saying that earlier, that she has yeast on her face. On her face. A lot of people have a hernia. Yeah, but she has a lot of things wrong with her. A lot. And that looks very painful. It actually looks like an alien is in her stomach. This is people figuring out the filters. Two-Tailed said, "This pole here is especially strange. That should be straight up and down as it's right behind her. This is a perspective edit which changes the lines on the pole to be parallel. It's by no means perfect or accurate, but it gives a glimpse into how heavily distorted her videos are." Okay, so we're supposed to be looking at the takeout box. Slim Filter has distorted the square takeout box to a rectangle at the top. But, oh my gosh. Okay. Well, we know she uses filters. I don't know. I can't look too hard at that. We know she uses them. She's clearly in the 300s looking, yes. I just still can't get over, like, if I go places and I have to pick my gut up and sit it up next to me, I'm gonna really look at the way I'm eating. This person said, Ash Renee said, the gut rounds a corner literally 4 feet before the rest of her. It does, though! It really does. Look at where her nose is. And her stomach arrives. It literally arrives 10 minutes before everything else. Wow, Foods. Wow. Leslie, thank you so much for joining the Breezy Bunch and welcome. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Woohoo! Enlarged heart, kidney disease, diabetes, sleep apnea, hernia, finger wart, CPAP. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. That's a lot. Why do people think it's racist to call him salad? I don't know. I don't know. But look at this. This just made my brain really happy. It's a handmade kaleidoscope, and I could seriously look at this all day and just be happy. I could just be so happy staring at that. I hate it when memberships are ending. Yes. Well, thank you so much for joining again. I really appreciate it. Okay, I need to go before I never leave this again. This is Foodie. Jeez. Ashley said, Foodie Beauty's got the point in front and the back of her head. Oh my goodness. What has she turned into? And then they put Madonna right there. Fatty liver disease, no gallbladder, kidney disease. Ay, ay, ay. Well, let's just all take a moment to be grateful we're not Foodie Beauty in this moment in time. Whatever you have going on, at least we don't have all of that at once. This is Tina, a little pug who needs a home in Downey, California, if you are looking for a friend. And I just retweeted this because this made my brain happy too. It's the cutest little sea slug. I guess this kind is called a leaf sheep. And I've never seen anything so cute. It's adorable. Alright, back to foodie stuff. Dust Bunny said, I can't believe she goes out in public talking into that Bob Barker mic as if she doesn't draw attention to herself as it is. I'm telling you, I can't say anything other than I was embarrassed. I've said it a million times. The whole thing was cringy. I don't know. She was a spectacle. Like, she was a sight to see. She really was. She really was. That's where she keeps her snacks. Maybe you're right, Cardigan. Come on down. I don't see it's racist either, but these days, I don't know. I just know people think it is, but I don't know. I don't even want to get into it right now. I don't feel like getting into it because no matter what I say, it's going to get twisted. So my opinion is I'm only going to be saying it if I'm reading somebody else's tweet or whatever. Like, I'm going to call him Salah in case it truly does offend people. But if I'm reading somebody else's tweet, whatever, like, it is what it is. So, what is this? Credit to obligatory butt shot, courtesy of the farms. Mandy! Thank you so much for the super chat. I want an army of those sheep leaves. Aren't they cute? Hold on, let's look at them again. Let's just take a moment to appreciate how cute this is. It makes me so happy to know that they're living in the sea. Just living their best life. And look at the little eyes. It's the cutest thing. The cutest thing. Anyways, I just thought of that. I keep calling him shit boy. Jamie said it's not racist, it's just something for her to bitch about. True. You've seen Pink Floyd. That's awesome. Mandy, thank you. Yes, thank you so much, Mandy. Okay, you gotta have a place to stash your snacks. I guess so. I guess so. Alright, so what is this from the farms? From today's vlog, notice the takeout box is square. Okay, more of this. Notice the takeout box is square when they purchase the food, when there is no face to filter. But the second Salad and his shady angles puts chins into the frame. Suddenly, the box is distorted into a rectangle while the filter struggles to slim down our dainty, capsized ham planet. Also in this vlog, Chins mentions a fan recognized her. Please remember, over a week ago, while live streaming, she mentioned being recognized. So, is this an older vlog just now being uploaded? Or is this a second fan she's run into during the last week in Kuwait? That doesn't seem likely. They said, I think this is an older vlog. ETA, watch the square floor tiles while she's pushing the cart around the grocery store, especially when she rounds the corner after showing off the Ramadan Nutella. They're distorted to hell and back as Salad moves around her. They magically change shape. Well, I'm not going back to look at all that, but I'm going to take your word for it. I'm going to take your word for it. The shopping cart in the video was pretty distorted looking. It probably was. It probably was. Mandy said, I can't stand when people use their bra to hold their things like keys, money, or snacks. It just feels dirty. Like when people put like money in, like I'm not calling you guys dirty. I'm just saying like I have seen what people do with money. So like I try to not touch it or like change and stuff if I don't have to. So like I've seen people that put it in their bra and that truly grosses me out, but I don't know. I just have a mini backpack. I'm not a purse person. Like I'm not one of those fancy like Coach and all that. Like you do you if you have it. Like I'm a mini backpack because I am a person on a go. On the go, I have a kid. I'm also on my scooter a lot, so I do a mini backpack, and everything that fits into there just fits. Not in my bra, not anywhere else, or my back pocket. I'm a back pocket girl though. Like my phone, sometimes my cards, which is really stupid, but $7 now you have to mortgage your house. How do you get recognized when the building is empty? Can it be done? I'm telling you, it's the people who work there, who work at the food places. That's who recognize her. I don't think it really was a fan. Yep, keys and wallet. I am ready to go. Yeah, pretty much if it fits in my back pocket or mini backpack. But yeah, I'm not to put something in my bra. Did anyone catch her eyeing the guy up and down? Which part of the video? Do we need to go back and watch it? Do we need to go back and watch it? I guess we could just watch parts. More of her filters people are calling out. Lime Jello said, smoothing and slimming filters are turned way up. Lines on the floor either disappear or make the squares turn into rectangles. Oh, yeah. I see it. Alright, I wasn't going to go looking for it, but if it was in front of me, there you go. Can you guys see where the lines just disappear? They no longer exist. We know half of her stomach is missing. You could see it here too. Huh. She calls people tripping out on her being recognized. Sure, Jan. I'll hold things in my bra. I call it my Jesus purse. What, no ass crack bills or snacks? They were in the market part. Notice how tall she is. Okay, let's look at her again. Yeah, she suddenly, yeah. We know she's not taller than that plant. We know that for a fact. I don't know. I'm glad people go back and look at this because I don't know. I don't really want to have to look at more of Foodie's vlog. That was just painful in itself. Assault and Sass said, did she park her whole ass gun onto that table? What the F? Yeah, she did. She plopped it right up there. How did she fit in that one seat? Well, I guess technically she's not, right? Because we know she's spilling out off both sides. That doesn't look very comfortable. I don't know. I guess at what point, what does she do? Just sit on the floor? Isn't she like 5'1"? I think so. So where was the pain when the pain... Foodie and her liatica. So Fairy Nymph said, yep, so she clearly filmed this the other day when it was raining buckets. But she's doing enough lives that she's not gone, right? I can't figure out what she's doing since she does nothing all day, every day. I'm really thinking she might go home in time for her birthday. Hold on, let's see what the replies say. Someone asked, wasn't she wearing a white abaya when it was raining? I missed so much. Salt and Sass said, no, it was black. Huh. So this is an older vlog then. Is it possible she is gone? Stupid Circle said, if Salah had any kind of genuine concern for Foodie Beauty's health, he would end this transactional arrangement and send her back to Canada. She's getting to the end stages now and has 0% chance of turning things around, isolated and surrounded by food in Kuwait. That's because he doesn't care about her. At all. If he liked her, she would not be doing this right now. Maybe it felt good when she plopped it. I mean, maybe it did. Maybe it did. She got to pick it up and take the weight off the rest of her for a while. Sit on the floor. Do you know how hard it is to get up the floor? True. How would she get back up? It's her 40th. Yes, it is. I believe it's the 28th? I think my birthday is one day ahead of hers, and it kills me that we're one day apart. It probably feels good to put her stomach on the table, kind of like when a pregnant lady gets her stomach grabbed and pushed up. Probably. Hold on, sorry, I just got a text from a mod. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you can, Mandy. You can. Okay, sorry, I was distracted just for a second. Just for a second. I think this is a retro react we're gonna watch, by Pepperoni Pete's. Stupid Circle shared it and said, watching Pepperoni Pete's YouTube time warp clips. If only we could have shown you a video from the future, Foodie Beauty. Okay, what is this?
Someone said it would be fun to do a video from the future.
Thank you, sweet. It's crazy that she's so much thinner here. And she's not thin, but do you know what I mean? She's like massive now.
I mean, yeah. It's hard to imagine what food will be like in the future.
I don't know. It makes me sad that that's what you sit around thinking of, what food is going to be like in the future. 28th and Snowflake is dropping. Sorry, I just went to the beginning. Oh, it's okay. If she goes back, I don't think she'll tell us. FFG will be on her tracks, probably. Probably. Oh, here's a little clip from the hailstorm. I posted it to Twitter because it was so wild. Like, this was just some of it. And then look at the street. The whole street. It looks like it was snowing. But I'm telling you, I don't know, the air, everything felt better after that hailstorm. It truly did. It truly did. You could hear her jaw popping. Yeah. You will never know, Foodie, that day will not come for you. Her shoulders have always been shaped like a triangle, though. It was a lot. It was a lot. Like, my nephews had so much fun playing in it, though. This is some stuff about Kaya, but I don't feel like getting into her right now. What is this? Oh, Ariana's new house for my Vanderpump Rules friends. Look at how nice this is. I love that backyard. It's so cute. Anyways, so good for her. Her shoulders. Oh, yeah, I read that one. How could she fly in her condition? Good question. I can't imagine it would be comfortable at all. I don't know if she should, she probably would fly in her condition. I'm sure it's possible, but it's going to get more and more difficult. It is. The bigger she gets, the more health problems she gains, along with her weight. So Cowboy Dog said, this mall vlog, I can't talk. This mall vlog is old. She already mentioned meeting a fan a few videos ago. Pigzilla is on a visa run. So if she's not, I'm assuming she'll see this live stream whenever she wakes up and address it. So did you watch? I did, Leslie. I loved it. I think the Valley is so much better than I think it's so much better than Vanderpump right now. I guess maybe it's because we needed to see like different faces. Maybe that was part of it. And I've been watching Vanderpump Rules since like the beginning. So maybe I've just like some of the storylines are getting too played out for me. Like the Tom and Ariana thing, I'm so sick of, to be honest. Like I'm over it, but like I'm still writing it out. I'm still going through the motions. I'm still watching the show because I do love it, but I'm so sick of the whole being cheated on thing. It's driving me nuts. So the Valley is very good, very entertaining, got me interested right away. I remembered why I disliked Jack so much. I remember that. Kristen, I feel like, I don't know, I like her again, but it's gonna change. I just feel it. It's gonna change. I feel like a lot of the people with Vanderpump Rules and On the Valley, like the people, if you've watched them since the beginning, it always depends on the episode for me. Like, I'll be in love with Lala, like one day. I'm like, she's the best. I love this Lala. Then, like, the next episode, I'm so annoyed with her and I'm all for Sheena. And then the next time, I'm sick of hearing Sheena cry. So I'm on to whoever else, you know? I don't know. It just comes and goes with me. Hey guys, don't forget to press the like button. I'm not a mod, but don't forget. Thank you so much. Thank you. Do they come in her size? My mom had big legs and they are too small for her. The ones that I have, so I'm gonna give them away for free. I have no idea what you guys are talking about, but very cool. Very cool. All right, let's get back to Foodie stuff. Foodie, more of her stomach. Are you guys ready to go down a rabbit hole? I feel like there's something I retweeted I wanted you guys to see, but I don't really remember what at this point. So I'm going to scroll, and if it comes to me... Oh, here's Foodie thinking she's sexy. Here's a little clip from the vlog. Should we make it bigger? All right. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. Yeah, you can. So this is Foodie thinking she's sexy. I don't know, but that's like the least disgusting she's been in a long time. Did Jax and Brittany get divorced? They're separated right now. But you know what tells me like everything about Jax that I need to know? The fact that Brittany and their son had to move out and Jax stayed in the house. Ew. Ew. I haven't seen Foodie in a while. Really, Lindsay? Sexy, she is not a pig. Yes. Sexy, no. Kara said. Oh, compression stockings. Oh, okay, got it. Maybe it does something for the feeders. Maybe. Oh, I have to scroll past this. Well, you know, let me just be very careful. It's Foodie and the Peeps picture. Or it's like, remember when she did the Peeps photo shoot? And then, yeah, it's like a photo, but I don't know. Just to be safe, we're going to stop sharing the screen for a moment. Okay, let's go back. And the shitty part is literally I'm stuck on Nal's sewage problem is the next tweet. Alright. She was doing laundry and the sewer backed up if you missed it. That whole thing is wild. There was something I really wanted you guys to see. Come on, Breezy. Work that brain. Dank Fupa has a Ramadan special coming out. Oh, I know what it was. Okay. I know what it was. So, I don't know if you guys have heard of this channel, Hannibal, but a lot of people were talking about this parody song that he made. I know he's not a big fan of me, but I have a lot of like mods and people in my chat who really enjoy his channel, so we're gonna watch it for them. We're gonna watch it for them. Can you guys see? Wait, yo, I sent you a tip. Oh, okay. No, I won't, Jax. No, I won't. I promise, Jack. I promise, I promise, I promise. Thank you so much. I don't know where you sent it, but I will write you back. Oh my gosh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was so sweet of you. Thank you for the cash app. I appreciate you. Yeah, I watch him sometimes. Yeah, a lot of I know Aaron and Hugh and Satan really enjoy his channel. I think even Blondie in our chat. So I just heard it was a funny song and we're gonna check it out. That is what we are gonna do. Let me mute me for a second.
I just want to be honest with you guys for like once. And like, here it is. I'm not gonna do what I say I'm gonna do with the whole resolution thing. I want to fit in, okay? I'm just over it. I just want to be honest with you. It was a lie, okay? I'm gonna walk every day. That is a lie. I'm gonna throw my snacks away. That is a lie. I quit my resolution, and I know why. Why, man? Yeah, because it's a lie. Because it's a lie. Because it's a lie. I'm gonna quit junk food. That is a lie. Get a gym membership too. That is a lie. I'm still a chunky guy, and I know why. Why, man? Yeah, because it's a lie. Because it's a lie. Because it's a lie. I'm gonna eat more plants. That is a lie. Gonna go jog with my aunt. That is a lie. She lives like 20 miles away. I'm gonna sit on my sofa, and I know why. Yeah, because it's a lie. Because it's a lie. Because it's a lie. I'm gonna lose some weight. That is a lie. Gonna work out every day. That is a lie. I ain't done a single push-up, and I know why. Yeah, because it's a lie. Because it's a lie. Because it's a lie. I don't like chocolate cake. That is a lie. I don't even know how to bake. That is a lie. I make sweets like Martha Stewart, and I know why. Yeah, because it's a lie. Because it's a lie. Because it's a lie. I'ma stop being late for work. That is a lie. Gonna work so hard that it hurts. That is a lie. Spent 2 hours in the bathroom, and I know why. Yeah, because it's a lie. Because it's a lie. Because it's a lie.
This is gonna be stuck in my head until I fall asleep.
I'ma start saving my cash. That is a lie. Gonna make my money last. That is a lie. Spend all my funds in fast food, and I know why. Yeah, because it's a lie. Because it's a lie. Because it's a lie. I'ma stop smoking weed. That is a lie.
Why?
Gonna throw out every seed. That is a lie. I'm high as the cost of living, and I know why. Yeah, because it's a lie. Because it's a lie. Because it's a lie.
My eyes have
Oh
been a
wait.
bit red, I swear. To know the truth. Like, if I don't have to tell
Wait, hold on.
you.
Yeah, because it's a lie. Because it's a lie. Because it's a lie.
My eyes have been a bit red, I swear. To know the truth. Like, if I don't have to tell you if I'm smoking or what I'm doing if I don't want to, you know? So if you want to be butthurt over that lie of me saying no, that I'm not smoking because I don't want anyone to know, then be mad.
Oh my gosh. So that was from, what is the channel name? House of Hannibal. I just know him by Hannibal, but like that was amazing. She really struggling to say yeah. The rain made her eyes so red. You get high of Foodie and you know, oh, she does for sure. Woof woof. Okay, are you guys ready to go down a rabbit hole? So I have 7 parts recorded for us to watch. And like I said, it's like the Who the F Did I Marry series, but it gets juicy like right away, right off the bat. And I think you guys are really, really going to like it. So we'll watch as much as you guys want to. This woman shames an entire religion, then tells them how to worship. I know, it's wild. It's wild. She is a stoner. Just admit it, right? Just admit it. I thought it was really good too. I thought that was really, really good. All right. So the hashtag, it's all over social media right now, is Imperfect I think it's Imperfectly Aesthetic or Imperfect Aesthetic. I can't remember it right now off the top of my head. Hold on. I know I put it there, but I have to second guess myself. Let me check really fast. It is. Come on. Okay, her Imperfect Aesthetic. Okay, I had it right. So she has a whole TikTok series, and as of right now, okay, there's 3 more parts up. So let's get right into this. It's like Who the F Did I Marry, but better, in a way. In a way. Let's go, you guys. All right.
Buckle up. So it was in
Okay.
December, and my husband was the music director at his church, where his father was also the pastor. He was at the church doing rehearsal for
A music director, remember that.
the Christmas musical, and I was at home. During that time, he was not staying at our house. He had like left and just never came back. Like he left in October, never came home. That's a whole nother story for another day. We can talk about that if you want to later. Anyway, so he was doing that. I was at home. I saw a message in my social media from somebody that I didn't know. It was sent a month prior, but for some reason I didn't get it. So I finally saw it. It said something to the effect of, please tell your husband to stop harassing us. And I was like, what the hell is this about? I don't understand. So I asked this person, what are you talking about? They tell me everything. You know, my husband's been harassing them and their friend. And my husband also has a boyfriend. Proceed to give me all the information as well as video of my husband and his boyfriend. So then I start calling all my friends and telling them he's cheating on me. That's what it is, aside from, you know, his abuse. But I digress. I'm like, he's cheating on me, blah, blah, blah. One of my friends comes over and is like, it's okay, girl, I got you. Then I go down to the church and confront him.
This is part 2.
All right, so part 2. So I get to the church around the time rehearsal is ending, and I talk to him. A mutual friend of ours who went to the church came with me to, you know, just be there for moral support. So I say to my husband, I'm like, hey, can we talk? And he kind of rolls his eyes. He's like, bitch, I don't want to talk to you. But he does anyway. So we go into the church office, and I say to him, you know, I know we've been having some difficulty in our marriage lately, but, you know, I got this video and, you know, you're calling this guy babe. And I show him the video and he's like, oh, we're just messing around. And I was like, I know you don't mess around like that. And then he proceeds to start, you know, getting mad, yelling at me, basically calling me a dog, telling our mutual friend to put a muzzle on me. At this time, my father-in-law, the pastor, walks into the office, starts making copies and shit for whatever reason.
Pay attention to, like, just really pay attention to the father-in-law, though. The family's, like, weirdly religious, but they have some shit going on.
As my husband is like upset and yelling at me, right? And so his dad's like, just talk to her. But obviously he's, you know, super upset at this point that I have found out everything about him. So then he, you know, leaves, and then that's when I just totally lose my shit and I just like fall down and I'm like, I lost my husband. Like I could not even like I couldn't even really stand up. So yeah, I was like, I lost my husband. I was just like, call your therapist. So I called my therapist and I left him a message, and then he called me back and he was like setting up an appointment with me for the next day. And I text my brother-in-law and I was like, you know, your brother has been cheating on me and he has a boyfriend, and you probably already knew this. And that's another story for another day as well. There's a lot with that. And I forgot to mention, my father-in-law knew that my husband was cheating on me for a year.
So we're getting into part 3 now.
Part 3. So I confronted my husband.
It goes really fast, like really fast, you guys. She didn't deserve this, not at all. Jack said, hell yeah, because the pastor's going to disown that cheater if he's a good man. Oh, well, if he's a good man. If he's a good man.
Called my therapist and told his brother, hey, I know you probably already knew he was cheating on me. I just sit on the floor. I sob, not even sobbing, wailing, I lost my husband, and just like yelling out, crying out for Jesus. I finally mustered the strength to kind of stand up, and then my neighbor, who also went to the church, was there and was like, hey, like, we should probably pray for her. I'm like bent over because like I can't even stand. And my, father-in-law begrudgingly walks over to, pray for me and all this stuff. So
I love how she said, pray for me.
I leave the church. My husband texts me, basically tells me it's my fault. Everything's my fault. He proceeds to call me a cunt as he's telling me that it's my fault. He's like, you're a cunt and you did this. You were a terrible wife. And so since I knew that he was staying at his boyfriend's house, I took a little drive over to his boyfriend's house to tell his boyfriend's mother that my husband was staying there, because his boyfriend was 19, and at the time my husband was damn near 30 years old.
Damn.
So I was like, yeah, that's weird, that's inappropriate, and no. So by that time it was like midnight. I went a knocking. I knocked on that woman's door, and I didn't care. I was like, somebody about to answer, because no. I was like, hey, is this your son? Is this his name? And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah, well, I just wanted to let you know that your son is dating my husband, who is just about 30 years old. He was like 29, damn near 30, okay? And he has been sneaking into your house and staying here. And then apparently my husband was there. He was like, I don't know, staking out around the corner or something like that, because he texted me and was all pissed off at me for doing that. After that, my friend drives me to her house because she didn't want me to stay alone, obviously. So she drives me to her house, and I stay at her house. She ends up calling my boss because she was like, she used to work at the same place I was just got a job at. And she told my boss what happened, and told them, I wasn't coming into work. Oh, and mind you, his grandma had just died. So like she had passed away like a few weeks to a month before I found out. And we had just had her services like 5 or 6 days before I found out that he was cheating on me. The whole thing with his grandma, oh my God, there's so much. Let me make another video because that's going to be way too long. Part 4 is coming.
Get into part 4. See, are you guys liking it so far?
Okay, so part 4. Okay. So, part 4. So as I said, his grandmother passed away. And when that happened, he was not at the hospital. So she was, she was very old. She was like in her 90s, and she was in hospice. And so I stayed at the hospital because I was like, they said she was going to pass away, so I'm not leaving, because I loved her. Like, she was everything to me. So anyway, so I stayed. I had to call him to tell him that his grandmother passed away. So now we are now at her homegoing services, and he had an orchestra play there because his entire family is very into music. His mom, his dad, and both of his brothers, they're all musicians. So they had an orchestra. Well, guess who was in the orchestra?
Boyfriend.
Yeah. His boyfriend was in the orchestra.
The boyfriend!
And I found out about this because I ended up like seeing the program that they had. So this man was literally doing all this stuff in front of everybody, thinking that they wouldn't know. Because also, when he did the Christmas musical, his boyfriend was also in the Christmas musical.
Oh.
In the orchestra. So let's fast forward to Christmas. Like I said, his boyfriend was in the Christmas musical. At the time, I didn't know until, again, seeing the program. But now I'm going to pause really quick before I continue to say more things. I was young. I didn't understand a lot of things, and I was also very, very, very evangelical. And this plays into why I did what I did, okay? He was doing the musical, and it was a weekend long thing, and he had a prop that he needed that was at our house, and I brought it to the church. Should I have done that? No. Like, duh, me now? Absolutely not. But I was a dumb evangelical wife, okay? Anyway, I did that. Get to the church. His dad sees me. He's joking around with me like freaking 5 or 6 days ago. I didn't just, not even 5 or 6 days, maybe like a week and a half ago. I didn't, fucking find out that my husband was cheating on me, okay? And like that's what his family is like. So then Christmas Eve comes. I haven't heard from his mother since December 10th to Christmas Eve. Hadn't heard from her at all. She hits me up and she's like, oh, do you want some tamales? Because at the church there was a woman, or is a woman, who makes tamales every year for Christmas, and she sells them. And I was like, I don't want to talk to her, like, the hell? But, maybe she's throwing out an olive branch, she feels bad. So, I'll take it, whatever. So my brother-in-law comes and picks me up, because at this time I could not drive. I was extremely sick, like so sick where I couldn't walk anywhere without having an asthma attack. I had to like sit up sleeping. I was on the phone with my friend at the time, and I was talking to her, and I had to stop talking. I was like, I have to get off the phone with you. Like, I can't talk. And she came over, took me to the hospital, and I literally would have passed away if she did not take me to the hospital to get treatment. Anyway, that's how sick I was. So I couldn't drive anywhere. Plus, I was like, in my head, I was not there, okay? He came, he picked me up, I went to their house. I kid you not, I sit on their couch. They just watch Christmas movies. Nobody talked about what happened. Nothing. So I'm sitting on the couch watching Christmas movies with them, like everything's fine. And I'm just sitting there, and I just start crying because I'm just like, what the fuck is happening here? And then before I leave, his mom comes over and like gives me a hug, and I just start bawling, and still nobody says anything to me. Nothing. Nobody talks about what the fuck just happened to me not too many days ago. That's the kind of family that he's in. So I go home and I don't hear from his family again 4 weeks, till the new year, till after the new year. And his mom asks me for rent. And I'll go into that in part 5.
Okay, we're going into part 5. So
part 5, how I found out that
If you're going to look it up, please wait to watch with this, but if you're going to look it up, I know there's 3 more parts up after this, and it's hashtag Imperfect Aesthetic.
Husband was cheating on me and had a boyfriend. So I actually need to go back and tell you this. So leading up to me finding out that he had cheated on me, I was going to couples therapy with my husband, but then he like wouldn't show up sometimes. He got mad at me one day.
Yeah, rent.
And we had therapy in the morning, and he just blatantly didn't show up. So I called his oldest brother, and I was like, hey, because he worked with his oldest brother at a school. And I was like, hey, whatever about your brother, like, can he have this day off so that we could go to therapy together? Because my husband's excuse was, oh, well, I have to be at work, blah, 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 blah. So his brother's like, he doesn't work on this day. So every single day, this particular day, I believe it was like Mondays, he would get up early.
I like the color of it too, Blue Daisy. I think it's so nice.
In the morning as if he was going to work, and he was never actually going to work because he didn't fucking work on that day. So
Ooh.
I found that out. Okay. And when he wasn't staying at the house anymore during that like October to December time, that oldest brother was like, hey, come, stay at my house for some time, yada, yada. At the time, like, I'm just going through it. I'm sad, I'm depressed, all of this stuff. So I was like, well, it would be nice to stay with, family, what I thought, right? Just whatever. Even though, it was kind of weird, but whatever. I'll stay with you. So I did. And that's important. Okay, that's important to the story that I stayed with him. So, fast forward again. Now it's December. I found out he cheated on me, all this stuff. The night that I found out that he had cheated on me, he calls me. So I leave the church. I go to my friend's house to stay with her for
Cheaters are the worst, Satan. I don't get, like, what? Why go through all of this? Like, all of this.
that night, because that was a devastating night. And he calls me or texts me in the middle of the night and is like, basically like, I have something to tell you. Do you have to report like things, and like you better not tell anybody, right? And I was like, what? Because yeah, like it was just crazy. So anyway, he tells me all that. Then he tells me that he experienced some childhood trauma. Okay, this is the same fucking night that I found out that he was cheating on me. And he tells me that he experienced some severe childhood trauma. Now, when I think back on it, that's what narcissists do. They have to become the victim. So now he's the bad guy in the story because he cheated on me. So
I'm sorry I did this to you, but look what happened to me, kind of a thing.
everybody's going to see him as the villain. But now he has to become the victim. So he tells me that he had childhood trauma, which the childhood trauma was real. And I'm not knocking that. But it's the timing and how he did it. So he has to become the victim. And so, you know, he's my husband. Like, obviously I care. Like, that's awful. I can't believe that happened to him. And so with
Definitely a gaslighter.
that, this whole thing ensues with his childhood trauma. He ends up telling his parents what happened. He told a bunch of people at the church what happened to him. And his father's response was, I could lose my job as pastor at the church, be a Joseph, like Joseph in the Bible, and think of the consequences that could happen to this person. They could be an offender. Okay, they could go to jail and lose their job as well. That is what his father said to him.
That's very telling. That's very telling to me.
When he told him and about his childhood trauma. And so this whole thing ensues, and there's an investigation that happens, and yeah, like cops start coming to my house and everything. Part 6. So yes, my father-in-law knew that he was cheating on me with a man. So the people who told me, it was my husband's boyfriend's ex-boyfriend. So it was the ex-boyfriend and the ex-boyfriend's best friend. They told me that he was cheating on me, okay? So my husband started harassing them, like sending them wild ass messages, which they sent me. So I got to read all that shit. And
you could see when I decided I was in for the story in real time, I bookmarked it. I think I ended up following her. Like, by this point, I was sold, and I want to know more.
And they had went to his dad. They went to the church, met with his dad, and said, hey, your son is harassing us. Please tell him to stop. And he was like, you know, I don't know what you're talking about, whatever. And they're like, you know, this is his boyfriend. And his dad was like, boyfriend, what? Blah, 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 blah. That was a year prior to me finding out, okay? So his dad knew. His dad went to my husband and asked him about it. And of course, my husband lied and was like, no, blah, blah, blah. Of course I don't have a boyfriend. But my father-in-law never told me that any of this happened. And I know this for sure happened because, one, these people told me, and then immediately after I stopped talking to them that night before I confronted my husband, I called my father-in-law and I said, I need you to tell me the truth. Did this happen? Did these people come and talk to you? Did you know this? And he said, yes. And then he said to me, the person who came and told me did not have a trustworthy name. What? Because he had a name that came out of the Bible of someone who, I guess wasn't that great of a person, I guess you could say.
What's the name?
That's what the fuck
hell?
this man said to me, okay? So yeah, that's the kind of person and kind of family
Have a trustworthy name
that I've been dealing with. So now to continue on with cops coming to knock on my door. Well, the person that had inflicted the childhood trauma, I messaged that person, or they had messaged me. We were messaging, basically. And I said, did you do this to him? He said that you did, blah, blah, blah. They admitted to it on text message to me. So the cops were coming to knock on my door to ask me about it because I had the fucking evidence. So if we think about this, from December 10th to the end of December, I am dealing with finding out that my husband cheated on me, had a boyfriend for a year. My father-in-law knew about it. And now I find out that he has experienced severe childhood trauma. And the person who did it has told me, yeah, that happened. And it's not my fault that he's gay. That is what the person said to me. Which, no, like, I mean, you can't make somebody gay, but also, the fuck? And so part of the reason, honestly, I think that I was asked to stay at my brother-in-law's house was because the family in general knew that I was getting closer to finding things out. And like, they're a very, if you've seen Greenleaf, they're that type of family, like 100%. You know, keep things hush hush. This is between our family. You don't say nothing, whatever. Like, we will ride or die for our family secrets. That was them, and I am not about that life, and I think they wanted to keep an eye on me. I could be wrong, but that's what I think. So after he tells me all of that, you know, I'm laid up in the house sick. I ain't got no money to pay no bills. I also believe that he has relapsed on drugs. And I also know for sure that he is drinking very, very heavily. Like, he came and he was like, I'm an alcoholic. So I know that he's struggling with that, okay?
Sorry, I started checking comments here and I forgot I was screen recording.
Amongst the childhood trauma, okay? So I tried to go to the church and tell the church, like, hey, because they fired him because he was gay, okay? So he ain't got his little pastor job or music director job no more. But I go to the church to say, hey, like, his dad is being trash. His dad is not trying to, you know, help him through this trauma, okay? Secondly, he's
That sucks.
not well. Like, can y'all help him? Can y'all, like, stand alongside him and support him? You know, like, I don't want him to die. Like, he's a shitty ass person right now, but, you know, I still love him as a human being. Yeah. And I went to the church, and there was a pastor's, or there was like a meeting that was set up with like the church staff and his dad. And, you know, that's my husband. It was about him and everything. And so I wanted to be in that meeting. So I show up to be in that meeting, and my father-in-law wouldn't let me in. And that's a whole thing too. So this is going to be too long. So we're going to go to the next one. Part 7.
I think this is okay. So I started scrolling the comments again because at this point there wasn't any more updates, but like I said, now there's 3 more. So if you guys are into this, tomorrow I will screen record the next 3 parts, and at the end of whatever Foodie does tomorrow, we can like get an update on this. Keep it going. I don't have the 3 parts updated. I don't have it up. Shoot. Let me see. Hold on. Well, here's hail for a second. We had a hailstorm in Southern California today in my area, and it was absolutely crazy. Like, this never happened. Ow! I got hit in the face, like in the eye and on the lip by one. It hurt. The only thing I could think of, hold on one second. I am not signed into my TikTok, but if I could somehow get it to let me look at it right now, then we'll go. But if I can't, then we'll come back tomorrow with the next updates. Hold on one second. I'm going to play around first. Please don't make me download anything. I just want to magically watch it. I think it's going to try and make me. I don't even remember my password. Shoot. Hold on. Don't mind me. Continue as guest. Alright. Hold on, I have to mute for a second because all of this music is playing. For some reason, it's not going to let me right now. So if you guys are into it, tomorrow we'll come back with the next updates. And even if Foodie doesn't do anything, maybe we'll just come and do a quick live and get updated. Same here, no worries. Okay, is tomorrow good for you guys? I know it's really late for some of you anyways. But yeah, that story just drew me in. I want to know what happens. I think there's some really nice women out there who get really played and it sucks. Like, I don't know. And there's some sneaky ass men. It really makes me in no rush to like ever get back out there and date, like anytime soon. The weather's so bizarre and crazy. I'm just glad I recently got a new roof, or else the second store in the duplex would have been smashed. Oh, that's so good you got a new one. I've seen some terrible churches and some incredible ones. This whole thing stinks of corruption and cover-ups with the pastors. I'm not saying this is for every case, but some of like the most religious people have some of the most effed up stuff going on. And again, I'm not saying it's like that for everybody. I know some really beautiful religious people, but I know some really crazy ones too. Oh no. Okay, all right, you guys, let's go to sleep for now. I gotta get to bed too. But I will see you guys tomorrow for any Foodie updates. And if she doesn't do anything, we'll just do a quick live stream finding out what happens with the woman and her boyfriend and the boyfriend's boyfriend. It's a whole thing. All right, have a great day, great evening, wherever you are. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys. Well, it'll be tomorrow for me. All right, bye everybody. Good night.